Alright, well, what are we doing today?
We are making mead.
How much honey do you usually use with that to make it sweeter?
Well, we're making 3 gallons of mead. And so we're using
9 pounds of honey.
9 pounds of honey.
We're just warming it up to help loosen it up.
Yeah, so it comes out a lot easier.
Now there's some sanitizer in there for if we need it.
So everything's been sanitized ahead of time.
There's just other videos that do a pretty good job at showing sanitizing, so we'll skip that today. And we're going to do a yeast starter.
Okay.
So just follow the directions on the back. So you want to go and open it up. We already got the water ready.
And you had to heat this water a little bit, correct?
Yep.
So this is the yeast.
We'll just let that sit until we're closer to starting.
Okay. And we have water warming.
It's about almost a gallon worth of water.
Right.
You want to get that spoon there and help sanitize up the pad a little bit.
And do what?
Yeah, just dunk it in there for a little. We're going to let it sit there for.
Okay.
And if you use a good sanitizer like Star San, it's like a minute.
Oh, here it is.
The stuff needs to sit in there for about a minute, but that's a pretty good sanitizer. So what's next? How hot's that water looking?
Well, right at the moment it's really not too. Well, it's pretty warm. What's the temperature supposed to be?
I mean, touch over 100, I guess. I mean, some people go higher, but I think we're just looking to dissolve the honey.
Okay.
Do we have a thermometer in that drawer there? That'll work. Stick it in the sanitizer first.
Huh?
Sanitizer first. You gotta take off that part.
Which part? Oh.
Amateurs. Well, make sure you sanitize everything really well. You don't want infections that could ruin the final product. We'll have to let it sit in here for a little bit to make sure it's good and sanitized. Right.
Right.
What?
Right.
Okay.
Alright. So you want me to check the temperature?
That probably wasn't long enough, but we're being pretty clean about everything, so.
Okay, it's showing that it's like 120 degrees.
Okay, what's the temperature setting on it? On the stove?
High.
Let's start down to a little under medium. So we don't want it boiling.
Right.
Actually, turn it a little under medium. So we go and start adding the honey in. You take the thermometer out.
Okay.
You can just sit down on the counter. You want to go and get the spoon out of the liquid. You can go ahead and just sit that right in the water. Now come on, we'll start pouring in the honey.
Okay, so these should be.
Go ahead and just pour those in before they get cool. No, leave them in the. It's a good idea to just take the seal off the honey before you pull them out. Okay, that one's good. That one's good.
Okay.
That one's good.
Do you want to get any extra out of here, or we just going to go what's coming out?
Well, for right now, let's focus on getting them in there while they're still kind of runny. You need to be stirring and start stirring them up too, so it's not on the all gonna burn and stick on the bottom. Stir it pretty thick, hard. Okay, that's good for that, honey. Get the next one. Stir.
Alright, well, let me just get this out.
Go ahead and stir it up.
Okay.
Make sure it's stirred up pretty well.
Smells good. Nice and honey flavored.
Yeah, we're just doing a basic mead today. You can add all sorts of things to it to flavor it up, but you feeling any like nothing's dissolved, or are you feeling it's pretty good? Feeling like it's pretty dissolved?
Yeah, it feels like it.
You probably take it, go and turn the heat off. And we can put hot water in these jars and shake them up and pour it in there.
Okay.
If you have good tap water that's pretty clean, then you can go ahead and use tap water. You don't want a whole lot of chlorine or any other stuff in there, but you can also just buy water from the supermarket or somewhere like that, Walmart, wherever. Shake it up a bit before we pour it in there.
Okay. That one's still got a bunch in there.
Here, just leave the water running and give me some of the other. Yeah, let's start pouring them in there. You want to be careful when you're doing this, because sometimes it can kind of splash out a little bit, so don't get burned. Be smart. If I just dump those in the trash.
It's right behind you.
Amateurs. Don't know the way around the kitchen. Exactly. Now let's give it a little extra stir. And you can take it off the heat. Just go and pull it over to the side. We're gonna need to start cooling it down also.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Feel that and see what you think.
I'm not gonna stick my finger in it.
Okay. No, I meant give it stirring and see if it feels like it's.
Yeah, it feels pretty good, and we're gonna have to cool this off. So an easy way to do that is ice bath.
Yeah. Okay.
You just need the temperature low under like about 75 or so. So we can put the yeast in and not damage the yeast.
Alright, so
You're gonna take the whole thing, put it right in the sink. Just don't pour that water in there. Don't stick some ice in there. Now watch the splashback.
kind of difficult.
Did any ice fall on the mead?
Yeah, I think he's there.
Try and scoop it out with the spoon.
Any more?
We'll do one more. Now we gotta sanitize the spoon again. No, leave it in there for a little bit. Another way to cool this is if you have a wort chiller, but I didn't feel like getting that cleaned up and sanitized and cleaned again. You probably turn the you can probably turn the water off. Another alternative is going to be what we're do after we put it in the 3-gallon carboy. We're going to add some cool water to it to help get it down a little bit farther. Sanitize the thermometer again.
Okay.
You go ahead and grab the spoon out. Give it some good stirs. Okay. Temperature, see where we're at. Can't quite get good focus that right there, but what's it at? 110 or so?
Yeah.
So we'll let that sit for a little bit longer.
Maybe stirring it up might help.
If you can't tell, she's used to stirring the pot up. More ways than one.
It's gone down some. It's like at 100.
Just a little bit lower. Just have to keep stirring. Actually, right now what we could do is if you want to reach up to the cabinet here, reach up to the cabinet. You get that blue lid one.
Okay.
Take off the lid. Stick it in the sanitizer. Stuck the whole thing in there. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna use that to top off the water.
Oh, okay. So we can do it in here or in there?
I do it in there,
Okay.
so I can judge how much is in there. Because you don't want it to the very top.
All right. Well, this has the 3-gallon mark here, but does that always work exact?
Yeah, that's pretty close to 3 gallons. That's it. The 3-gallon mark is 3 gallons.
Right. So we still have it like another.
Gallon?
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and just pour this in. Actually, a chair would be easier,
Okay.
so you don't have to bend to the floor. Now the foam in there is from the Star Sand, which is completely safe. It's no rinse sanitizer, so we can go ahead and get the sanitized funnel out of the sink. We could probably put the spoon into the sink. We can pour the mead into the carboy.
You want me to do it?
Are you gonna spill it? Put it down.
I don't know how to do it.
Come take the camera.
Huh?
Hold the camera.
I'm left-handed.
Just hold the camera.
Okay. Kind of heavy. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so now what?
What's next?
I don't know. You don't want to put this in yet, right?
Nope.
Because we're going to put cold water in?
Yeah.
Alright.
So go ahead and get that. Take out the airlock. Pull that over. Start filling up with cold water.
And how much do we want?
We want to go up to maybe here-ish.
Okay.
You don't want to fill it all the way up because there's going to be some bubbling and gas going on with the yeast. Look at those muscles barely hanging on. That's unbelievable.
Alright, here we go. We'll try this much first.
Here, we're probably going to do a little bit more. Stop. Let's even this up a little bit. We could probably put a touch more. Here, smidge. Okay, let's try that. Okay, now we can take the funnel out. Just put it back in the sink, just in case. Get the spoon out.
Huh?
The spoon. And put the small end into the mead. Now I'll let you stir it up. Really crank it, crank it. Okay, take the spoon out. Sink. Thermometer. It's in there somewhere. Probably gonna be on the bottom.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to.
Just try and reach down in there if you can. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it, Dawson. But amazingly, it's right at the exact spot we need it. I don't understand. What's it saying?
80.
It's about 80?
About 80.
Okay.
A little less.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay.
So, what we're going to do is take the funnel, try and splash a little less next time, but that's alright. I'm joking.
Sorry.
Just wait, pull it up. Air, just kind of air it. Get some of that stuff off the top, because when we pour the yeast in, we don't want half the yeast sticking in the
right.
top.
You want me to dry it out? Or
Well, that's not gonna be sanitized.
Okay.
What's that looking like? That's probably good. You're gonna have to get it down right in the middle.
Or do I need to stir this up?
Let me see the yeast before you stick it in. You can see it's changed a bit. It's not still a little dry on top there, but we'll see the bottom. Yeah, it's starting to kind of work. Just go and pour it on in there. I think this is one of these makes one yeast packet can go with 5 gallons. So even if we don't get it all in there, it's still gonna be, that's fine. Now, go ahead and leave that in there. We'll take the spoon again and take out the funnel. And really stir it. You want to aerate that yeast. So you really want to go crazy with it. What better person to go crazy than
me?
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to also stick in, may or may not want to do this, we're going to stick in some, Cheryl, you want to grab the other packet? You want to grab the other packet?
Okay, is this good?
No, just leave the spoon right there. Grab the other packet. Let's see what you got. Uh-oh.
What?
We're going to put some yeast nutrient in there.
What'd you say uh-oh for?
So, go ahead and open it up.
Alright, come on, thing.
I think we had an accident.
Hmm?
We had a recording accident.
What happened? Is it still working?
Just pour the stuff in there.
I gotta get this side.
I think we just messed up the whole thing though.
What? In what way?
I'll pour it in there and I'll show you.
Okay. Is it not recording now?
No, it is. Just pour it in there and I'll show you afterwards.
Okay. I can't get it open.
Just cut the side and then can you just cut the side open and then scoop it?
Yeah, it should just be opening. Oh, let me just cut a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Alright, so we need like 3 teaspoons?
What does it say? Teaspoons or tablespoons?
Oh, a teaspoon per gallon.
Okay, go ahead and get the things up there. Other side. This side.
Oh. Teaspoon.
I think we just did this for nothing.
Teaspoon. Oh, I shouldn't do that.
Just stick it in there. Come on, pour it. Come on.
Some of that fell out. Is that
Take it
good?
out, take it out. Okay, take that out.
That's done.
Yeah, that's probably good. Now get the airlock out of the sink. You don't have to pour it all out. Let's see what's that. And just put it on there. You want to fill it halfway full of water or sanitizer, whatever's, if there's still enough in there. We're gonna need a little bit more water, but that's about it for making mead. We'll just let this sit for
Should I go ahead and
at least a month, and then we might do another video after that. And we'll see you all next time.